Welcome to part 2 of our video on smart ways to use credit cards. In the first part, we spoke about the benefits of using a card. Now, we are going to talk about the pitfalls and traps you need to avoid while swiping that 2x3-inch piece of plastic. According to data from the National Crime Records Bureau, there have been 3,432 credit and debit card fraud cases reported across India in 2021. This is up by almost 20% from the previous year, with Telangana and Bihar the worst affected with fraud cases. Credit card debt has also been increasing steadily, especially since the pandemic. So here are the things you should watch out for while using a card. The first thing when you use a card to do is to fix the spending limits on all your cards. All cards allow you to assign limits for your spends. This is especially useful if you have opted for the tap or Wi-Fi feature on your card, as a single tap debits money immediately. So it's a good idea to set a low limit for, say, rupees 1,000 or 2,000 for such tap transactions. But if you're buying anything more expensive than that, then you can use the swipe feature that requires a PIN code. In this way, you can set limits for all your transactions, whether they are online, whether they are daily spending limits, or even international spends. Also, make sure that you have opted for the two-factor authentication. This is when you get an OTP in your mobile phone or email ID to approve any card transaction. Fortunately, in India, you get SMS alerts whenever your card is swiped. So if you notice any unauthorized transactions, block your card immediately by calling the bank's customer care service or via net or mobile banking. Next, you must raise a complaint with the card issuer within 48 hours and report the crime to the National Helpline 1930. If the bank is assured that your card was misused by someone else, don't worry, it will reimburse your money. Online purchasing in India can usually be done after inputting an OTP. But international websites do not send any OTP, which can be very risky. So if you aren't traveling abroad or don't need to make an overseas purchase, deactivate the international transactions feature on your card immediately so that it isn't misused by anyone else. You can reactivate it whenever you require it. Another thing to note is that you shouldn't be fooled by the minimum amount due on your credit card bill. The minimum due only allows you to continue using your credit card. It's not the actual payment. If you don't pay the entire bill, you'll have to pay very high interest charges, which can range from 24% to 48% a year. This can build to a sizable debt over time. So always pay your credit card dues in full. Also keep in mind that if you roll over your credit card bill, the credit card issuer will charge 2 to 4% interest rate not only on the outstanding amount but also on any new purchases in the following month. To make sure you aren't charged late fees on all your bills, please opt for the auto pay facility on your card. You can choose to automatically pay the minimum amount, set a custom amount for it, or even make the full payment. But even if you have selected autopay, you should always still review your credit card statement every month and check that you have the funds needed for the automatic payment. Otherwise, your bank will charge you a return payment fee. And repeatedly defaulting on payments can impact your credit score negatively too. One of the reasons we find credit cards convenient is that we can make expensive purchases immediately with just a single swipe. Credit card companies allow you to also convert such big ticket buys into EMI transactions, which you can repay over 3 months to 3 years. But this is usually not a good option. One of the reasons is that interest rates can be high, ranging from 13% to 24%. A consumer loan or a personal loan may be a cheaper option. Credit card loans are some of the most expensive unsecured loans. If you have a good credit history, you could probably get a cheaper personal loan or consumer finance loan, which have interest rates of 8% to 20%. You could even consider an overdraft facility on your salary account or fixed deposit because these have even lower interest rates of just 3% to 8%. The second reason is that whatever is the total purchase amount will be blocked against your credit limit, even though you will be paying it off in EMIs every month. This means that the credit available to you on your card is much lower, and this could also affect your credit utilization ratio. These two reasons are also why you should never use your credit card to make cash withdrawals. Do so only in case of a dire emergency and only when you've exhausted every other option. I hope you liked the tips and advice we've given you on both the videos on credit cards, and I hope this helps you make wiser usage of your credit cards in future. Stay tuned and watch this space for more informative videos on how you can handle your personal finances better.